Happy time zones, it's your bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to Dark Souls 1 Build Up the Child, also known as the Tartar Saga. So I hit level 125. I didn't know what to do with those last two levels, so I stuck them in attunement, because that gave me a little bit more flame defense and another miracle slot to play around with. So I'm done with leveling up. Let's go tackle the archives. I can't remember where exactly it is. Or actually, wait, no, I do know where the key is. Let's see if I can't just run through everything. Not this one. Get over here. Oh, hey, humanity. So the only two bosses that are actually mandatory for this run are oh, too far. Seath and Four Kings. Manus would be a nice bonus, but I do want to finish this tomorrow. And in order to do that, I need to, I need to have access to Gwyn. I've already spent so long I spent a lot of time farming. Oh dear. Come on, down here we go. Oh dear. Like, a lot of time doesn't even really begin to cover it. That's how long I spent on farming these last, like, 40 levels. I think combined I spent like 8 hours. Which 8 hours is fine on, say, a boss. Come on. But on just grinding the same enemy over and over again, it gets tedious. Oh, hi. Would you stop that? I'm already down to half my Estus. Hi. That's not to say that I haven't been enjoying this. This has certainly been a fun ride. I've never actually done a pure melee build in this before, so... Oh, great. But yeah, Four Kings and Seath have to get done today. If I get Manus, cool. If not, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Because I know that later tonight I'm going to have to do some more farming anyway for Titanite chunks. Yay. Why? I forgot that that turns both at the same time, that they are always facing the same direction. Is it over here that I wanted, or... No, I don't think so, actually. I would like to get Manus, though. Manus is... a problem. So being able to just definitively take him out of the game would be nice. I would very much like to know where the second channeler went. Actually. Why are you no longer here? Did you fall down? Did the second channeler fall down? Where'd it go? That does not bode well. Not down here. Ow. Let's see if I can't find the body. There you are. With the amount of trouble you've caused me, don't think you're getting off with just a stair walk. Props to that guy for walking with what were probably broken legs, though. I don't know what's in here. Aha! Blue Titanite chunk. Useless. Channeler set. Mimic. You are not a mimic. Ah! That is what I needed. You are also not a mimic. Though you're just as useless. Or, well, though you're way more useless, actually. Okay, so now for me to try and get all the way back to the archive. Or, well, the archive cell. Someone decided to just chill out. Without dying. Easier said than done. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and then die. When you no longer care and just go die. Ow. Okay. Hello, Sneaky. Actually, you know what? You two fools are gonna follow me. Hello, Letty. Nice to meet you. How you doing? And might I ask what I'm running from? Called it. Second one going to as well? No. A shame. That's not what I asked. I asked, might you know what I was running from? Or are we perhaps starting off with the bots today? Oh boy. I don't have a choice here. They attack me just for getting close. Uh-oh. You go away. Oh hey, humanity. There's not really a point to killing you, but I will anyway. Through here we go. I want that Firekeeper soul. Now I can go back to Firelink. And we'll be back here in a moment. There we go. I will actually go buy some stuff just to use up these souls. And then probably Homeward Bone back to save myself a loading screen. I'll do some testing towards the end of the stream today. Uh-oh. But I think the rapier has actually surpassed, due to my stats, the bandit's knife for the sake of backstabs. Why am I giving a rat a piggyback? Get off of me! Thank you! Good grief. Let's buy purging stones and those. I'm a little worried about the curse with Seath. Repair everything. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I don't think Sieglund shows up just yet. I think she only shows up if I actually start her dad's quest. Which I haven't. Yeah, there's no missing the giant golden golem. She's not here. So, I'll perhaps be back. I'm only planning on getting my buckler and my parrying weapon up to +10. But if I have the time to spare after all 3 of the bosses on my hit list are dead, provided I get all 3 of them, then I'll be sure to tackle Siegfried's quest, or no, not Siegfried, Siegmeyer's quest line. For the sake of tenning an armor piece. Are you joking? Okay, then. Well, I have to make this run again. But if I do 10 an armor piece, it'll probably be the chest armor. Why did I go this direction? I could have just avoided them entirely. Oh well. I don't imagine Seath himself is going to be too big of a problem. But I've got the purging stones just in case. Further down into the cave. FromSoft and their invisible bridges. Oh boy. That scared me. Holy shit. I thought I was dead. I think I just keep heading straight. And hope I don't fall off. Let's go. I don't really need this, but I'll grab it anyway. At this point, I have literally... well, I have one use for souls. And that's upgrading stuff. Okay. Seath the Scaleless. Not that tough unless you're going for the tail cut. And then I've proven that I'm bad at that. Well, I did not order seafood! This is bad. Can you stop that? I'm in a bad way. Uh-oh. What just happened? I got caught in his armpit. I couldn't do anything. Let's hope we don't have another seafood incident. I actually have to wonder if the crystals count for triggering karmic justice. If I take enough hits from that in quick succession, will it trigger my miracle? Might be worth testing. Down we go. I'm not really worried about the souls, but if I can get the humanity back, that'd be nice. Ah! Okay. Scary. Okay, then. Seath is invulnerable until you destroy his thing there. I honestly don't know when I'm even going to have time for heals. Or the miracle heal. You can rage all you like, Seath. But I'm going to leave you seething in a corner. Uh-oh. Not good. Got him. Okay. Second try, Seath. Not bad. Especially after the seafood incident. That's not even enough for a level at this point. Okay, Firelink. Last Lord Soul I have is 4 Kings. I think I'm going to forego Darkwood Grain for Covenant of Artorias. Where are you, Covenant? See if I can't buy some humanity from Patches. Or something just to get these souls out of my inventory. You know what? I should grab a few of these.
Right. Good.
Because something that might be fun to think about tomorrow is what covenant would be best for this build. And right off the top of my head, I'm thinking Gravelord's Servant. It is by far the most toxic covenant at the end of the day. Hilarious when it happens to other people, but being Gravelorded is already pretty toxic. This build on top of that would just be fuel to the fire. I should send this back up. It's not like I'm going to be coming back up that way. With any luck, I'll be able to do the 4 Kings in one go. I hadn't been a complete and utter moron, because I made a mistake and accidentally sold my grass crest shield because I noticed I had some pricey stuff in my inventory. If I hadn't done that, I'd use grass crest. I forgot I said I was less worried about Manus than Four Kings. Oh well. It's not like I can really get stronger anyway. I really am less worried about Manus than the Four Kings. But the only way I can get any stronger at this point is with Titanite chunks. Okay, so what direction do I go in? Ow. And I'm going to be completely real with you here. Fuck, second king spawned. Are you joking? Oh, this is bad. Come on. Not good. Are you joking? It took me that long. Well, I'm hit. I hate the Four Kings. No, you don't get to do that. I'm hit. Come on, one hit. Okay, first try Four Kings. I haven't seen that. That hasn't happened in a while, actually. I don't think I've ever first tried them. I could be wrong. But they are without a doubt my least favorite boss in this game. Repair everything. And I never have to come back to this stupid place again. Actually back to the shrine. Okay, Dark Wood Grain, where are you? Wait, what? Okay, I was about to say... That's not good. Actually, wait, Patches has a Divine Blessing. I should buy that. Get rid of you first, though, since you're chasing me. And then back to Ulasil. Yeah, if I hadn't managed to get a drop from Pinwheel, I would have had to have speed run to Patches and grab that. But honestly, farming Pinwheel was less of a problem. Legitimately, somehow. Less of a problem. Yeah, there's only one thing in this game that I did not kill in melee. And that's because the ghost house is just that much of a problem. Technically speaking, I could go down to New Londo to farm Titanite chunks and even Titanite slabs from the Dark Raids. However... the slabs in particular, or well, the Dark Raids are not something I really want to fight. May as well grab this, just in case. I forgot you only sell a limited amount of those. Manus is the only boss left. I'm not counting Gwyn because Gwyn is essentially just how you get to New Game Plus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take off the heal because if you have time to cast a miracle in PvP, people are going to know immediately that you have heal. Okay, Ulasil Township. We're actually making phenomenal time, all things considered. What happened to my... whatever. Not even an hour in and already both Seath and the Four Kings lie dead. Karen moved. I wonder what exactly she was doing with the, Soul of Artorias. Because she doesn't show up here after this. Not anymore. That is the wrong direction. I went to the wrong elevator. Whoop. Oh wait, I should probably put on the silver pendant. Interesting how it's silver that deflects dark. I'd rather not fight anything if I don't have to. I do think I have to fight one thing, though. And that one thing would be you. Chasm of the Abyss isn't that bad. I'm honestly surprised I haven't had that much of a problem today. And I genuinely never thought I'd see the day where Seath took less attempts than the 4 fucking kings. Or Seath took more attempts than the 4 kings. Ow. Can you stop jumping around, you damn monkey? What? I'm dead. Yeah. You're not likely to survive the wombo combo in general, but especially not when you're already at half health. Well, I have a lot of time to spend on Manus, actually, so I'm not too upset about that. I don't want to finish this run today, simply because I know I'm going to want to start a next one, and I hate starting a next run on Tuesdays. Or Fridays. I hate starting a run for a 2-day slot on a single day. Because the games... I try to play longer games on my 2-day slots and the shortest one, or the shorter ones on 1-day slots. Or ones where I'm not making too much progress. Or, in the case of the Elden Ring run... annoyance. Yes, yes, Manus. Uh-oh, wombo combo. Ow. Not good. Ah! Really, Manus? Okay. Manus might end up being an actual problem. Let's just get rid of this. I'll be attempting 3 battles of stoicism tomorrow, before I actually end the run. Which will be Gwyn, then Asylum Demon and Pinwheel, and then probably getting to Gravelord Servant. Just because, what build is complete without a Covenant? I'm left wondering what it is exactly that I've unleashed onto the world with this one. I can't be the first person to come up with a build like this. Right? I'm not that creative. Alright, Manus. What? Ow. The problem isn't even... really Manus himself. It's the, oh shoot. Uh-oh. Wombo combo. What? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Come on, Manus. Really? I hit the silver pendant button, and tartar sauce did not silver pendant. Like I keep saying, the problem isn't even really Manus himself, it's the inputs. It is so easy to get animation locked in this game, even with this build. And that animation lock is why I tend to prefer ranged builds. Or builds with the option of range. That way, if I'm not sure I can commit to something, I don't just entirely miss out on my damage. Further in we go. After this, I should probably stop, kill a few things in Ulasil, and repair my equipment. There's definitely some housekeeping that'll have to be done with, What? Really? Uh-oh. I got out of the first one, thankfully. Ow. Not good. Yikes. Ow. Not good. Ah, too early. Oh, hey Piku, hello, how you doing? Oh, Piku, hello, how you doing? Sorry, I forgot you prefer that way instead of the more casual one. And yep, Manus is the last boss I have on this new game cycle. However, for this particular challenge, he's not mandatory. So if I manage to kill him, cool. If I don't, oh well. However, I have literally nothing else to get to for the next 2 hours, so odds are good I'm gonna get him. Further down we go. I could do this run half blindfolded. Reason I say half is because it is very easy to just fall off and die in this spot specifically. Hi, Manus! Me again! Oh, pfft. Uh-oh. How did I get hit? Start over. Ow. Uh-oh. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Oh dear. Fair enough, Piku. Thank you for the lurk, and I'm sorry you can't hear anything. Oh dear. I looked away from the screen for too long. Whoops. Okay, let's take these out. Fix it back up. And then get back to Manus. I'm definitely going to need to buy some stuff from Andre next go around. I don't think Pinwheel's going to be that much of a problem. I could be wrong, though. Oh, fuck. I forgot to send it back up. What just happened? That's one of the more bizarre glitches I've seen. This part would be completely covered by water in the future. Or, well, the present. Oh. Well, I messed up that one. Whoopsie. There we go. Can't believe I just did that. Anyway. Menace. Yeah, I think if I do beat Menace, then the rest of today is going to be side quests. Because I don't want to farm, but I'm going to have to. However, I also don't want to subject you guys to that, because even though I now have access to some guaranteed Titanite chunks, it's probably going to take a while. Since, you know, I don't have any. And I did go back and trade with the Crow, actually, in order to upgrade the buckler once. What? I don't think he can bleed. Which is a problem for me. Uh-oh. I mean, I escaped most of it. Or, well, most of the damage, anyway. How did I get hit there? I can't afford to not take heal windows. Yeah, I don't think Menace bleeds. What the actual... I hit the button. Why did the button not... Oh dear. I cannot afford to not take heal windows here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I had to take the risk. Come on, I know you can. Ooh. come on. You gonna do? Yep. Got him. Okay. Goodbye, Menace. What am I going to do with the rest of this time? Let's go to Ulasil Sanctuary. Nothing gives enough for a level anymore. Oh my gosh. I've way overdone it.
I have a weight and rid us of that tech ice.
Let's get that.
May the flame.
Alright, repair. I guess we go do some NPC quests? I've never had, well, not never, but I don't usually have this much time to spare.
That is incredible. Is it? Damn. Maybe.
Okay. I believe Rhea is dead. I could be wrong, though. I'm not. Petrus. I completely forgot to interact with her. Oh boy. I guess I could go absolve my sins with the Cat Covenant. Not that it really matters.
In the depths, hurt to come again. Oh, miracle. Come again. What is it? Fool, driven to madness by emotion. So why?
Exist. What you did wrong, Petrus, was exist. You I legitimately can't do the quest for. Because I didn't talk to Quelana. Oh, right, I haven't been down to Ash Lake yet, like at all. That's something to do. I don't think this poor sod is going to take much. I was supposed to take him out earlier. Oh. Sorry, my guy. And you don't even drop your armor. Oh, hi! Missed that. I'm not very good at swapping. By the time... I don't have the timing for swapping mid-parry down, so I'm not going to do this build any justice whatsoever. I could also technically head into the Painted Worlds. I'm kind of spoiled for choice here, and yet I don't know what to do. Let's warp to Daughter of Chaos. Pretend Shiva doesn't exist. And make my way down through the Great Hollow. Once I make it down to the bottom, I think I can... Or wait, no, I'll have to go across, like, completely across Ash Lake. I should take out the Hydra. And then I should go do Siegmeyer's quest. Why do I keep saying Siegfried? So this run's definitely going to be ending tomorrow. Because all I have left in the base game is Gwen. Or, well, the only boss I have left is Gwen. In the first New Game cycle. And then on New Game Plus, I'm not going to be going all that far. At most, I'm just going to be, well, I guess I can take out a few bosses just to fill in some time. It's not like I haven't beaten, well, everything but Gwyn and New Game Plus on stream before. Okay, so Siegmeyer is in Sen's Fortress. Last time I was here was for the Chloranthy Ring and some Twinkling Titanite. No equipment requires repair. Okay. I'm just gonna make my way down to the bottom, and then I have to take out the Hydra. I mean, I don't have to, strictly speaking. But that gives me another Titanite slab to play with, which means that I actually can upgrade my armor. all the way. Or, well, one piece of armor all the way. Down we go! Uh-oh. Yeah, I kinda saw that one coming. As soon as I realized I'd landed on a hole in the floor, at least I took a basilisk with me. The strongest enemy in all of From Software strikes again. Uh-oh. Why am I so bad at this? Genuinely, why am I so bad at this? Oh, actually, wait. I might be... Depending on how much time I have left after Pinwheel, it might be worth taking out Stray Demon, too. Okay. But the only Ash Lake bonfire that can be fast traveled to, not from to, is the one by the dragon. Grab this. Souls aren't the most helpful thing in the world right now, but I'm going to need them for upgrading everything I have to as far as I can get it. Without using a slab, of course. Why are you growling, Fen? What are you chasing in your sleep? I'm going to leave the mushroom children alone. Because I know exactly what Parent Shroom is packing. Last thing I need is a knuckle sandwich. Okay, let's pop... Why do I have so much humanity now? What happened? I can't fast travel to this one, so I have to rest here if I want to... actually do anything? Otherwise, I have to go through that entire place again. Let's repair the one thing that cost 2 souls to repair. Now, Hydra. Hello, my pretty. Fen, what's the matter? Come on. Get closer. Okay. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to... I don't even know how I'm supposed to do this, actually, at this point. Ow. Okay. Really? I'm right next to your heads. Come on. I only have one head down and you're already at half health. Ow. My bad, my bad. That was totally on me. Come on, get close enough. Come on, get closer. Oh, that works. I think I get dragon scales? Yeah. What are you? Also a dragon scale. Okay. Can't believe I almost forgot to come here. Or well, not forgot, but almost didn't come here. And I still have an hour and a half left. I might have to do a little farming just to fill time. Because I don't think... yeah, I really don't think that, the two side quests I know I have access to are, possible, right? Or, gonna take me that long. Siegmeyer's is a little longer than Solaire's, just because I've been neglecting it. But that's not saying much. Considering I think it's like 2 extra locations and a fight. Ow. Seafood! Why am I so bad at fighting these things? Like, genuinely, why am I so bad at fighting the seafood? That's not even a weapon issue or a stats issue, it's a skill issue. I have no real reason to be fighting them. If I'm remembering correctly, their drop rates are abysmal, and, they don't really give too much, or... whatever they drop isn't all that good anyway. Go in here. The floating basilisk must die. Nothing personal. Actually, everything personal. Oh boy. I do not want to catch those hands. Dodging them is a whole other story, though. Oh dear. Nope, 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 nope. I'm allergic to hands. Please do not attempt to make me catch yours. There we go. Now, do I remember how to get up top? I believe I do, actually. And even if I'm wrong about that, it doesn't really matter. I have souls in my inventory, I'll be fine. You know what? I think I'm just gonna make a beeline for the ancient dragon. I unlocked this bonfire, and I have one that I can actually fast travel to down here. Which means that's, or which will mean that so long as I don't mess up Siegmeyer's quest, I get another Titanite slab. I'm pretty sure Solaire's just safe because I have Sunlight Maggot. And I didn't talk to him in Orlando. I think that actually saves him. Or, well, prevents his death in Lost Izalith. Not sure I'd really call that saving, but whatever. Either way, that's 2 quests that'll take me through Lost Izalith. Actually, let's check here. Is it this one? No. Alright. I'm not too concerned about the souls I've lost. Their only use at this point is upgradement, or is for upgrading. Because I have 3 levels to get those up. 4 to get that up, and 4 to get that up. I should also check to see if Bandit Knife outpaced Rapier for backstabs. I don't think so. But if that's the case, then I don't want to farm for both items. Or I don't want to farm for items to upgrade them both. And I'm not going to be farming the Dark Raids in New Londo. That's just not happening. Run along here. So glad I took out the Hydra. This run is seriously annoying if you don't. Or, well, running from this side to that. I do have to wonder what happened to this ancient dragon specifically. It's not present in the 3rd game. Are you kidding? Of all the places for me to die to gravity. That is embarrassing, actually, like, seriously embarrassing. But the only dragon actually left alive by the time of the third game, the only legitimate dragon, is Midir. Everything else we run across are just drakes. Or some variation of drake or wyvern. Or whatever the chicken is. I'm not really sure what the chicken qualifies as now that I think about it. Oh! Hey Loki! How you doing? Sorry that that's what you came in on, if that's when you came in. Because that's embarrassing. Ah! Seafood! Run away! Pardon? Sorry to witness it. Fair. Yeah, I mean, of all the times to get a gravity kill. Or, well, gravity death. That really is just embarrassing. So I made a lot more progress than I thought I was going to. Already. So my goal for today was to defeat Seath and the Four Kings, and maybe get Manus. Hour and a half in, all three of them are dead. I was expecting that to take longer. Oh, hi, Bot! Why has Nightbot not flagged you? But I would really like to know what the Everlasting Dragon became. Or what became of the Everlasting Dragon. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go to Chamber of the Princess. Reason being, wait, what am I doing? I can kill two birds with one stone here if I go to, Undead Parish. And no, I'm not talking about fellow corvids, I mean pigeons. Here we go. Chase me all you like. I do actually know what I'm doing. Shockingly. So... there's... Onion Knight. Dude! $604, not bad. I'm pretty sure I already flipped the switch on this ball. You should be moving. I forgot to interact with you earlier, that's my bad. Okay. Come on. Drink. Back around here. There we go. I believe that's actually a homeward bone, so I don't mind picking this up. Oh no, Shotel. Useless, but whatever. Have I just completely bugged his quest? Is that what's going on here? I mean, it's possible. Let's try letting a ball go down every single path. Because I did notice that for some reason, it wouldn't go back to being this direction. Come on, Siegmeyer, I need you to move to your next location. I'll check his next location. But at this point, I have no hope. Okay, Chamber of the Princess. Just so that I respawn. And then we go down. I can't go. There's literally nothing else for me to go after as far as bosses go, so I may as well do the side quests. And that's why I'm doing them right now. But I think Siegmeyer and Solaire are the only ones I have left. Or, well, only ones I have that I can actually do. Would you not? Really? There we go. I should go this way. Come on. Wait, what? Shouldn't there be a Silver Knight over here? Yes, there is. Okay. Come on. I had to parry down earlier. What happened? Okay. Come on, up the stairs. Ouch. Why am I choking? I'm choking so hard and I don't know why. Alright, you. Uh-oh. Come on. I should have an alluring skull or two? Perhaps? No. How did that happen? Oh well. Let's go spam click through Solaire's dialogue then. And then work on Siegmeyer. Solaire, between the two of them, is the harder to get to, but not the harder to do the quest for. Technically, I could have just gone that way. But then I'd have had to deal with... Can I talk to you, please? Thank you.
You left. You really are fun. You really are.
There we go. Six Estes to get through Siegmeyer's quest section, if he's even there. Let's do it. Don't know why I'm having so much trouble parrying the Silver Knights all of a sudden. I had them down earlier. At least the ones with swords. The ones with the spears are a whole other matter. Why am I hearing Silver Knights? Oh wait, is this where the archers are? Oh yeah, that's where the archers are. The true boss of Anorlando. Aha. Hi. Come on, there's 3 of you. And it looks like 2 of you have spears. Fuck. Come on. I don't want to fight you down here. So come out onto this rooftop. I suppose that works. Not quite what I'd envisioned. Oh wait, no, you have swords. Okay, next question. How do I get just one of you? Probably a throwing knife or something, actually. Do I have any? Poison. I have 1. Come on. I can fight the 3rd one of you in there, but I'd rather not fight both of you. And I'm trying to get that Titanite slab. Which means I definitely need to take you out. Hi. Oh, pfft. There we go.
What's on your weight and
Thank you. Okay, repair everything. And then I'm actually going to warp to Sunlight Altar first. And then Firelink, then Duke's Archives.
Forgive me. I did not find my own where, but oh, hello.
You can technically skip that section. Thank you. What just... I had not been anticipating that. Okay, Duke's Archives. And then I think it's back here, once I've rescued Sieglund. I don't want to run the risk of having to deal with you. She's not here yet. Cool. Cool. So she either doesn't show up after you beat Seath, or only shows up after you talk to her dad in Blighttown. So we're going to go down to flippin' Blighttown. I should put the Homeward Bones back on. There's also a very real possibility that I messed up. And he only moves, and therefore she only becomes accessible if, you do that before killing Seath. Siegmeyer's quest has more steps to it than Solaire's does. I genuinely don't think there's any other side quests I can do. I think after this, it's literally just farming and endgame. Because I messed up Laurentius by not being able to do, Quelana. Or, well, I lost access to the ending of Laurentius' quest by not doing Quelana. I can't even get access to Quelana now because I, I beat the Witch of Izalith before talking to her. I could technically do Logan and Griggs. I already did Anastasia and Lautrec. And I don't think there's any other side quests in the game, actually. There's not a lot of side quests in general. Hey.
Well.
There we go. Now I should have access to Sieglund. And if I don't, it means I messed up the quest. Not that it's that big of a deal, this was kind of an afterthought anyway. But it still would be nice to complete something I actually went out and tried. There we go, Siegland. Hey! Oh dear.
You wouldn't make... Goodness, look. Good.
And now we go... Here? She's here now?
I'm sorry he caused you trouble.
Repair. And now, Lost Izalith. Yeah, there isn't anywhere else down there I can fast travel to, so it has to be Daughter of Chaos. I'll rest at the bonfire in front of Centipede. It's not exactly... It's not closer than Daughter of Chaos, but I don't need to fast travel to get to Centipede bonfire. Or I don't need to fast travel to respawn there. The toilet monsters shouldn't be that big of an issue. However, I still should be prepared for the possibility that... Well, it is still possible that Siegmeyer winds up at like half health or lower. And if he winds up at half health or lower after that fight, I think he just dies. Which means I don't get the Titanite slab. And it looks like I did... Huh. That's odd. I think I might have messed up Solaire's questline. Strangely enough. Because he's not here. I'll have to check to see if he's still at the parish after this. Alright, I have to focus on... the toilet monsters, and then spam click. There's 4 of them down there, okay. Oh dear. Spam click, spam click, spam click. Oh, never mind. Not what I meant to do. Let me talk to Siegmeyer. Shit. Oh well. His quest is actually a little finicky in that regard. Oh well. Now, let's fast travel to the sunlight altar. I should have dropped down and killed 3 of them and then hopped back up and talked to Siegmeyer. Okay, so Solaire is no longer here. Which would put him, which should put him here. Because this is his next location. Or his final location. Huh. I've actually never done it this way. I've always, if I wanted to keep Solaire alive... Uh-oh. Just given the humanity to the fair lady. Okay, it looks like is that Solaire or is that a tree branch? I can't tell. That's Solaire. What just took damage?
Oh, my.
Alright, and he remains there until the end of the game. I genuinely do not have anything else I can do. Aside from farming. I guess we're doing a bit of farming. Come on, Frompt.
Very well. Then
Okay. I'll have to check in a bit. But for now, let's make sure this is a consistent 100% drop rate, like the wiki said. Because supposedly the first and third nights are supposed to are supposed to guarantee drop. Titanite chunks. You are the second, I believe. That was not what I had in mind. Oh my. Not good. I shouldn't even try to parry you. I don't know your movements, like, at all. Okay, you drop a red. You are actually far enough in here that I might be better off just going for the one over and over again. Come on. I'm not actually going anywhere near Gwen right now. Come on. Uh-oh. Come on. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near Gwyn, but I may as well pick up any loot I see over here. Which means this, which I think it's the Black Knight set. And I'd be correct. Now... I go to the Undead Parish and I test out on the usual enemy my 2 backstabs. I believe that the rapier is still going to do more, but I'm not upgrading the one that does less any further. So I'd rather check. Okay, you. Oh dear. Well. 976. And I'm gonna have to do the parry now for that. Because I messed up. Oh dear. Undead Parish. And then I'm gonna be here for a while. As far as farming the Titanite chunks goes, I'm going to be best off going for the first Black Knight alone. The second one is gonna lose me time. Yeah, rapier does more. And it's not close. Okay, so this is my final loadout. With the exception of course, leveling. I don't think this is gonna take me too long, actually. Come on. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, the numbers. The rapier definitely did more. This is why we test things. Ooh, nice. I think the loading screen might be faster than, walking back. I need 3 more for the rapier, and then a bunch more for the buckler, and then I'll work on the armor. Once I'm done farming this stuff, or farming these chunks, I'm done. I don't care. I'm not going to be, trying to farm chunks. Or not chunks, slabs. Trying to farm slabs from the dark raids. At this point, sounds like more trouble than it's worth. A lot more trouble than it's worth. Especially considering I can, if I have enough time after, or well, depending on how I'm feeling after getting my stuff done tomorrow, I might be going after Stray Demon. Uh-oh. You can try that. I think one more and I'll be able to just finish upgrading the rapier. I might grind an extra 6 chunks. Like 6 more than I need. Probably not. But I'm not gonna discount it. As a possibility. Or it might be more than 6 that are needed. Whatever. Never mind, I'm just gonna grind what I need. There we go. With any luck, this'll just one-shot the knights. I'm not gonna count on it, but I can hope. Cause it was close and I just upgraded it twice. Ooh. Nice. I will take that. Reinforced weapon. Down here. I made an oopsie because I had some really high soul value stuff, and I sold the Grass Crest Shield on accident because I was spam clicking. So I will have to go collect that on New Game Plus. Because whoops. Alright. One, then the next one's 2. Okay, it's 7 Titanite chunks, an item. I feel like the kiln should have had a different entrance. I mean, I get why they did what they did there. It just feels a little weird to have that white section. I mean, I'm getting better at parrying the Silver Knights. Or not Silver Knights, Black Knights. That should actually be enough for the next buckler upgrade. I should probably put all the armor I'm not wearing in storage, actually. I think that'll make finding the armor I can actually upgrade easier. We'll see. Two more times. And then it's on to armor. Alright, so far this is not as bad as grinding souls for those 40 levels. That was painful. And it's probably going to be a while before I come back to Dark Souls 1 at all, actually. The next time I touch one of the Souls trilogy, it's going to be for something I'm calling Cosplay Roulette. Last time I talked about it, basically what I'm thinking is for every boss, I have to completely swap my build to cosplay as an NPC. For the sake of not having to punch everything to death, until I get to the next NPC, I would allow myself to use the prior one. Oh dear. I was thinking doing Dark Souls 2 for that one, at least for my first run of Cosplay Roulette. I do eventually intends to do all the Souls games. But thinking about it, while while Dark Souls 2 would be better to start off with, considering you actually start off with an NPC's loadout, for lack of a better term here. Similar with Elden Ring, actually. Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring... Well, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Elden Ring would actually be the easiest ones for that. Now that I think about it. I said I was probably going to do Dark Souls 2 because you can start off as Sorcerer and just cross off Carillion. Moment of truth. Okay, that makes this a lot easier. That way I don't have to go through and scroll through everything to upgrade 3 things. But, the problem with Dark Souls 2 and Elden Rings, those two specific, actually every one of them, except Dark Souls 3 in the context of Cosplay Roulette, is that there's dry patches, for lack of a better term. Periods where you genuinely don't really run into any NPCs. And there's not a ton of NPCs. For the sake of actually being able to beat the games, I would allow boss equipment. Because I don't think it's possible, otherwise none of them have that many NPCs. Well, except Elden Ring, but then I'd have to forego like half of the optional content. Or well, half of the side content, and the side content is a good chunk of... That pretty much cuts out half of Elden Ring, if I do that. But Dark Souls 3 has the most humanoid bosses, so I'd essentially just be trading an NPC for another NPC. And it also has the easiest early game to route. So I think I might actually start cosplay roulette with Dark Souls 3. Because with this game, I'd have to start the run as a pyromancer, just disqualify Laurentius for the rest of the run. I'd have to also start with the Master Key, and then beeline for Darkroot Garden for the Elite Knight set, so I could do Oscar. That I'd also have to Merc Solaire. Okay, armor takes less, that's good to know. And I would have to miss most of the side content. I'd probably have to Merc Siegmeyer at some point as well to get the Katarina set. But once I unlocked Dommel, that actually would make a huge difference because then I'd unlock boss armor. And by proxy, boss NPCs. So I guess this one wouldn't be that bad to route now that I think about it. But Dark Souls 3 is kind of a no-brainer for the early game. Because you start as Pyromancer in that one as well, just disqualify Cornix. Or, I'd have to look at that actually, because I might be able to disqualify the Mad Pyromancer in the Painted World instead. Or, no, because I'd need I'd need the Parting Flame for that. So start Pyromancer and just disqualify Cornix for the rest of the run. Then take out Swordmaster before even entering Firelink. Get his stuff. I might have to farm a bit in the Swordmaster will be used for Vort. Then maybe farm a bit in the Undead Settlement. For the Thrall Hood. Because if I do that and I get enough souls, that's Grey Rat. Because I think all of his stuff is actually accessible early game. Then, if I'm really in a pinch, I can just Mercuria. That would require doing Yul's stuff first, though. So I'd need to do the 5 hollowing levels. The Abyss Watcher stuff might actually be able to be used twice for the most part, because there's the Abyss Watchers and then there's Hawkwood Abyss Watcher Deserter, and I would count those as 2 separate things. Alright, I need 6 more. And that'll be that for farming. Siegvard, I might just let the demon take out. That's a Titanite slab gone, but you get a ton of them in that game anyway. Or actually, no. No. No, I should actually do Sigurd's quest all the way to the end and then mark him there. Same thing with Patches. Because that's the only way to get Patches' armor set, unfortunately. If I follow Cirrus's quest line, that's 3 NPCs because I get Cirrus herself, Holy Knight Hodrick, and Creighton. Dark Souls 3 just has the most NPC individuals to choose from, really. Uh-oh. And that's even without counting... Well, that is with counting the bosses. I have to do a lot more routing for the others. Okay. This game actually takes less routing than I thought, but I'm still a little worried about the mid-game running out of NPCs. Because... well, actually... yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about running out of NPCs mid-game here. Because I can get Slayer if I kill him, Griggs, and shoot, Oscar. Why did that take me so long? Right off the bat. I'm gonna have to let Lautrec kill Anastasia. Or wait, no, because she doesn't have any canonical weapons and stuff, so I don't think I'd be able to do that. If I kill Lautrec, I can actually do him. I'd have to be careful about the Ring of Favor, though. O and S would be trading one boss for... or would be trading one for another. Or one NPC for another. I think I would go Ornstein, if only because that hammer blocks up half the screen. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of Smoth's hammer. I don't like fighting against it, and I don't think I do well fighting with it. I actually just died here. Okay. I'm not too upset. Breaks up the monotony a bit. Elden Ring has probably the most NPC characters overall, but a lot of them are locked behind some really weird conditions. Roger, I can probably actually do if I rush Ronnie. I can get Roger if I rush Ronnie. But it's not really... Actually. Even just getting to Altus will get me D's set. I'm not sure if it'll get me the sword, though, is the thing. I'll have to do some routing. I'll have to, like, write down the routes for all of these. Okay, so one more Titanite chunk and I'll be set. I won't count enemies unless there's a specific enemy variant NPC out there. Actually, besting Moog and Radon would be huge. Especially early on for an NPC roulette. Or for cosplay roulette. Because... that gets me access to a ton of NPCs that don't really have coherent... They don't really have worthwhile quest lines. Okay. Back to Firelink. I'm not going to save and quit down here because if I do that, I'll just rush Gwyn immediately, not thinking about it. When the whole point of this is PvP. That is the entire point of this character. I'm not really a PvP person. I don't like PvPing, so I'm not going to do too many. But if anyone would like to PvP with me tomorrow, before I head into New Game Plus, I'll probably just be chatting the first part of it. Or the first part of my stream anyway. Like 15 or so minutes maybe. Then if nobody shows up, I'll randomly do some PvP with the Coliseum area. Let's do that. I'm out of space for dung guys. Do that just in case I get a little overzealous. Head back over here. I'm gonna fast travel to and rest at Ulasil Township, and then I'm gonna call it for today because there's literally nothing else I can do. It's a little early, I know, but I have nothing else. There's no... Unless I want to farm souls and go do, Logan's, which I don't. Okay. So I'm going to call it here. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, please check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlist, so they're easier to find. If you're interested in chatting off stream or seeing my announcements, I do have a Discord server. Do note, however, that the server is private, so unless you get a role, which you can get by interacting with Carlbot, you won't be able to see much, and if you don't have a role by Saturday, I will be kicking you off the server. If you would like to see my announcements, but don't want to deal with Discord, I do also post my announcements to YouTube. If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I do also have a TikTok. The links to all of that are in the chat now. Tomorrow we'll be finishing this run. Well, we'll be starting off with a bit of PvP if I can actually get it to PvP. And then I'll be heading into New Game Plus. Well, beating Gwyn and heading into New Game Plus for the sake of actually beating the 2 bosses that I could not beat with the Mask of the Child because I did not have the Mask of the Child at that point. Probably grab the Grass Crest Shield and do a little bit of housekeeping before then, just in case I want to pick up this run for actually testing out PvP at another point. Not likely, but possible. Wednesday, it's back to Hollow Knight. I'll be attempting Pantheon 4 again. However, there is now a countdown. If I go 3 streams without making any progress, I have to put Hollow Knight on hiatus for a bit. Well, 3 Hollow Knight streams, not just 3 streams in general. Thursday and Friday, it's back to Sekiro, or Sekiro. I genuinely forget which way it's supposed to be pronounced. And we'll be doing the Serpent Valley. I think I'm closing in on Guardian Ape, considering I saw a big white monkey in the distance, but we'll see. Next week, I will be starting a run of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning for Mondays and Tuesdays. That game takes a while, so I don't have anything planned for after that. But because it takes a while, that will give me some time to actually get some plans together for future runs, so that'll help. And I don't really want to hear any slander on that game. It is the most important game of my childhood. Like, if I had not played Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning as a child, I would not still be gaming today, kind of important. I am going to be going into it with a more critical eye than I ever have in the past, though. One moment. Magnifico's playing Dark Souls 3, so let's hop in. Well, let's hop into that. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.